Hello, 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 hello. How you guys doing? It is March 19th, 2026, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to all my subscribers. Yes, yes. We 300 strong. You're crazy. Yes, and growing and growing and growing. First, I'd like to give a shout out to all my subscribers, honey. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I really appreciate that. To all my new and will-be subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome to the hottest spot on YouTube. You're crazy. Please like, subscribe, and share to this content, because not only does it help the channel, but it helps those that seeking this information. Baby, you caught me, okay? You caught me. Honey, when you already come here and you already see it spread out, you already know it's serious business. You already know it's serious business. I'm not sure what the title is. It should go something like why was Condoleezza at the White House? I'm not sure exactly everything, but it is serious. It is quite serious. I'm going to give you a synopsis of what I've seen thus far. I can go over what Cleo had to say about this situation, and then we can go into clarifying what we're seeing with a few decks. All right? So at the bottom, we got the Eight of Cups, somebody walking away. Period. Point blank and period. Somebody walked away from this situation. All right? Remind you, my question for the read was, why was Miss Condoleezza Rice, shout out to her, the great, honey, the GOAT, honey, Condoleezza Rice, was summoned to the White House. And the first thing that came out was these cups, all right? A lot of cups out here. We got the Eight of Cups, somebody walking away from the family, from the union, from this connection, all right? Somebody's walking away from this. We got an Ace of Cups here at the top, but we also got a Seven of Coins at the bottom. All right, this is somebody reaping what they sowed. And you got the coins. This is what you reaped and what you sowed. All right, there's what you put in isn't exactly what you've gotten out of this situation. A lot of times, depending on the cards around it, and according to the cards around it, it has not been worth it, whatever this situation is and why she was called there. Like I said, we got an Ace of Cups, an offering, wanting to make an offering, wanting to patch things up. Not sure about the Ace of Wands. It's almost like an olive branch, depending on the cards around it with the Ace of Wands. But I'm also somehow getting that with the Ace of Cups here, a new beginning, wanting to offer a new beginning. All right, I'm seeing these. I don't know if you can see this. I'm seeing these pyramids in the background. Okay, I'm seeing these pyramids in the background here, here. Some mountains over here, but specifically. All right, let's get into the rest. In the past, we got some fighting. We got the Five of Wands here. A lot of fighting, a lot of discord, a lot of disagreements. And in the future, we got the Tower. All right? In the near future, we got the Tower. Confirming this Eight of Cups is the Strength, which is also the number 8 card, right? We got crazy eights here. Crazy eights. Going further into this Eight of Cups, the Strength card. All right? This is taking too much. This has taken a toll when you got the Strength card out. You're almost battling for strength, for courage to move forward. Having the strength, having the knowledge to be able to move forward with a plan or situation, possibly without someone, okay, or without peoples. All right, this could be Congress. Let's get further. We're gonna look further into it. Like I said, we got a Page of Coins here. This is a petty offer. If this has anything to do with this offer, honey, it wasn't enough. It ain't enough. All right? This is how everyone else sees you or us or in general, whoever. This is not going to be enough. We also, you make it, once again, that offer is this way to those pyramids, right? Once again, to those pyramids, right? This page of coins is saying immaturity. It's saying rookie. It's saying you jumped off the porch too early with something. All right, whatever this material was. We got hopes and fears, the hangman. And then we have the Six of Swords. Let me see, what is this? This isn't pyramids. These are almost like these mountains right here. This strength card here. I'm almost getting, even though this is a lion, usually for the strength card, I'm almost getting bear. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Here, okay? Almost coming together. This lion, the tiger, and the bear. Oh my. It's coming together. I'm feeling off of this energy here. We got the Six of Swords. Going overseas. Going away from trouble. Do you see this ship? Do you see this ship? Do you see this shit? Do you see this? Do you see it, honey? All right? Do you see these swords? They barely made it out. If they had a white flag, it looked like that would have been it. But the flag is drenched in red. Okay? When you see the Six of Swords, you're moving away from conflict, moving through troubled waters. So this is giving me the Strait of Hormuz. Trying to sail through there. So this is why she was called. To try to make an offer to those who have walked away from whatever this union is. All right? This is the Tower. That the United States, I don't know what the United States was thinking, winning this alone. And have to find a way out of this alone. Okay? Period. I see nobody coming to our defense. Nobody. We got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck here. There's so much I like to say to Hatsuma. There's so much I like to say about this card right here. Now I don't know why. I can go into speculation on why Cleo made the deck the way that she did, but honey, it is quite impeccable. When you're seeing, when you're seeing things, okay, the way you're seeing it, I'm getting Egypt, I'm getting the Middle East, moving forward together. Okay, I'm getting that also clarified with this Four of Coins and this, the Four of Wands, all right, and the Nine of Coins. You don't want to know what's coming up after that. You don't want to know what comes after this. You know what comes after this right here? Death. The Two of Cups. And the Five of Cups. Spearheading this. All right? I don't know what the United States was thinking attacking Iran without consulting the Saudis or Egypt, of all people, or the AEU, or the UAE, or Dubai. Nobody. You consulted with no one. Qatar. Nobody. You consulted with no one. Huh? Not Congress. Not the citizens of the United States. Nobody. Not even Britain. Not even Britain. Not even Daddy. Not even Big Daddy. Are you serious? Not even Big Daddy knew about these plans. So I'm saying Miss Condoleezza Rice, Miss Rice, all right, the great Miss Rice, was called to help mitigate. What is it? Mitigate. All right, big words, Mitigate us out of troubled waters. All right, let's go further. Let's look into this. Y'all want to see what Cleo had to say? Y'all want to see what Cleo had to say? Let's see what Cleo had to say real quick. I'm gonna try to make this as quickly as possible. Okay, guys. Oh Lord, do y'all want to see what Miss Cleo had to say? Oh, she had so much to say to Hatsumoto. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Get this light right. All right. So it's saying with the Eight of Cups, it says a card, excuse me, a card that warns against vanity. All right. Maintain humility. Exhibit appropriate behavior. Remember to give. All right. It may be time to move on and start new plans. Do not let pride stop you from making change. All right. We don't want to go into the reverse. None of these are in the reverse. None of these are in the reverse. So we're not going to talk about the reverse, but we can speak on it. No. We're going to talk about how these are upright. The Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a card of home and family. This is crossing the Eight of Cups. All right. It would be different if it was the opposite way. No. The family is the problem. All right. A card of home and family, a peaceful spirit and heart, opportunity to enjoy pleasures of life. Your attention should be on your home. MAGA, right? America first. And peace in your home. Let me reread that again. Your attention should be on your home and peace in your home. It is time that balance and harmony are present in your home. Now, since this is crossing, all right, I will read the reverse. The reverse is smiling faces, action that do not match words spoken, a warning to pay close attention. Once again, right, the operative word for both of these cards are warning. Peace is the operative word. At home is the operative word. Start over. Don't let your pride get in the way of making peace in your home. All right? Let's go. I don't want to stick with the cups, but let's go in the order. We got 7 of coins here. Let's read this story out. Let's read the story out like Spirit laid it out, all right? A card of mixed emotions. Indication of money and stability. Represents both passive and negative impact on money, right? Continue to work on your projects. Remember, money can bring great joy and great sorrow. The importance of money is freedom. Do not let money imprison you. Okay? Let's go to the Ace of Cups. What's over all of this? What's hanging over all of this? This offer, right? It says a loyal heart, peace of mind. Physical physical good health, and all wants and desires satisfied. A gift is coming to you. That could be Condoleezza, right? Sometimes that you have wanted. You may find a new relationship in this new beginning, right? Or friendship that will fulfill you. Things are looking very good. Once again, with this card in the reverse, smiling faces, right? Not as it appears. The reverse of this is malice, deceit, confusion, and counterproductive change. So I'm seeing those things were presented possibly before she came into the picture. And now she got to fix the way things are being perceived and looked at. Let's go into this Five of Wands here. Let's see what Miss Cleo got to say about this Five of Wands in the past. It says a card of verbal and physical struggle, disagreement, complete discord. Complete discord, okay? Complete. People are fighting. Caution. Once again, warning, right? Oh, Kendrick Lamar ass, nigga, game over ass shit, right? Argument. Caution must be used as harm may follow. Arguments can occur or continue. In the reverse, because of its card in placement, I will read the reverse. It says complicated disputes, verbal and legal, deception and inaccuracies, deceit, smiling faces. All right? I don't know who that's all about. We're going to clarify. And then we got the Tower. Once again, signifying breaking down of old and starting over, making way for new, right? We got turmoil still, right? And conflict in one's home. It's one thing to have that fighting and war outside, but honey, you got it at home. It's made its way home. This fighting has made its way here. All right? Lying, sadness, and lack of peace. I can't make this shit up. Okay? I can't make this up. Change occurs in a blink of an eye. Great disruption has taken or will take place. Dramatic change in briefs or situation in the home. Dramatic change in beliefs or situations in the home. The disruption of tradition. A shocking loss of what was thought to be true. All right? In the reverse, it's evilness and strong force. Okay. All right. We have the strength card here. Number 8, it says emotional and physical strength, bravery, self-discipline, and patience. Now is the time of great strength. However, use patience wisely to achieve your goals. You are above your enemies. Do not overreact. Confront any bad situations. Now, in the reverse, it says indecision and weakness. Possibly, he thinks that's the way we look to everyone else. Possibly that is how you've been moving, with indecisiveness and weak. Specifically, doing it by yourself. Going in on it by yourself. Honey, you showing up for someone else. Who's showing up for you? They can't help you if we helping them. Right? Make it make sense. So you did it by yourself. We got the Page of Coins. All right. A card of academia and common sense. Charm, physical good looks, driven. A time to pursue education and to learn new things. A time to explore new economic activities. Exciting news, whether by letter or words, will come. In the reverse, it's the opposite of everything I just said. And that's actually confirming what I'm seeing here. We're going to go further, and then I'm going to show you everything, how I'm seeing it. We got the Hangman here. All right? With the hopes and fears. With the Hangman, right? We have meditation, reasoning, insight, selflessness, right? Flexibility and dedication. A time of change. All of these don't say the same. All of these are not the same cards, right? But yet somehow there is a certain theme, right? There's a theme that's happening here. Let's continue. A time of change. Remove yourself from the situation and watch. You will see the answer. You may not know what to choose. Allow yourself time, right? Allow yourself time. Patience, right? Where? Allow yourself time to make a decision, right? Indecisiveness. Determine if situations are positive or negative, right? In the reverse is irresponsibility, low self-esteem, and impatient. So, somebody was impatient the way they moved, and it caused possibly a tower. We got the Six of Swords. Sword 6. All right. And it says a card of travel, distance, and physical separation. You have traveled or may soon travel. You may be separated by distance from a loved one. May also indicate moving into a more positive time in your life, right? In the reverse is a statement of position, revelation, and non-private disclosure. Definitely is non-private, honey. Definitely. But moving in a more positive light, moving in a more positive direction, definitely is why she's there. And at the bottom of the deck, we got this Chariot. We definitely want to read that, okay? This Chariot at the bottom of the deck speaks of absolute success. All right? Almost like we don't give a damn about none of this. We want success. We want to win, right? Absolute success. Courage, conquest. Conquest. Problems of revenge, power. You will win the war even when you lose the battle. Your actions are correct. Avoid revenge for any situation as it will only delay your success. Decisions. Decisions, right? Decide what you want and do it. Success is there. Move forward. In reverse, it says failure to control yourself physically or mentally. Do I have to? We don't have to, right? The only thing we need to look into is this tower. And we're going to move forward, all right, with more reads. We want to go more into our missing cases. Those need to be definitely looked further into. This does take a precedent, okay? This does take precedence here because I believe the country and the world needs to know where things are right now because nobody's communicating. That's what I want to tell you. There's no swords out here. The only sword is this one right here. The communication to leave and to get out of this situation, to move forward positively, all right? To bring forth peace back at home. To get out of this discord, to get out of this fight, and to get out of this war. Let's call it what it is. To get out of this war and how much it's cost us. Daily. All right? It's not going to be as quickly and as simple as you think it is. These moves have literally worked against us in so many ways. Somebody might have smiled in your face and told you, yeah, I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be right there with you. I'm going to do it right with you. Yes. And and as soon as we did what we did, they backed the fuck up. They got the hell up out of that. No, we don't want this. We don't want it. We're leaving. No. But ain't nobody saying nothing. Another thing this is showing me, has anybody seen BB? Has anybody actually laid eyes? Someone, a reputable source, has laid eyes on Bibi. I don't think Trump has heard from him. We're always going to hope for the best. But I'm not sure if he's still wanting to go forward with this campaign, this thing here. I don't know. Have we actually heard from him? A lot of these videos of him looks quite generated. You know, one thing we could say a lot about the Middle East. We could say a lot about those Iranians. We could say a lot about those Arabs. One thing they have not been known to be are liars. Let's go into this tower. Give us something on this tower, Spirit. We got change. We got courthouse in the reverse. Courtship. Was that courthouse? Courtship in the reverse. Courtship in the reverse. I told you. Somebody left. Somebody got out of this. They're like, oh no. No thank you. We don't want none of this. It might have been somebody who boosted him to get into this. Somebody lied. Somebody set him up. We got message in the reverse. We got child. We got sudden wealth. And we got thoughts. At the bottom, we got marriage. As the tower. As the tower. This marriage, this union, this coming together has been the outcome, and that is the tower. This almost goes back to my last read when it came to the United States and Israel and Palestine, if I'm not mistaken, that whole Middle East, period. I left a message there, and I've had multiple people comment, why ain't I speaking on this situation? Because the situation still lies where it was left off. Nothing has changed. You're going to have to make a decision, huh? And it looks like a decision has been made. Because of someone's indecision, because of someone's deceit, because of someone's smiling face and doing what the hell they want to do, right? Wanting to cause chaos and confusion. And honey, all it's done is cost you sudden wealth. This has cost you. There may be people who's profiting off of this chaos. That they win either way. Right? This sudden wealth is going to cost the separation of a courtship while putting together another one. I love surprises. So we're going to leave it there. We are going to leave it there, okay? Put it down in the comments on what you thought you saw or heard. What did I not pick up on? What did you pick up on? All right, put it down in the comments on what you've seen and what you haven't seen. Yeah, he definitely thought of Condoleezza to help him get out of this situation because she's done it before. But who am I to speak on what is and what isn't? Yeah, these two right here. There's no going back from this. There's no going back from this at all. I thought the Saudis were planning on investing $1 trillion. I don't know for how long and when, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. If we're still fighting with the Middle East, how are any of those deals going to move forward? Ooh. I will look into the fine print of that deal. Spirit is cautioning to look at the fine print of that deal. Whatever that $1 trillion deal is, How ironclad is it? What are the stipulations in those deals? The contingency, all right? What are the things that, what's the word I'm looking for? If this doesn't happen, this deal is void, or if this happens, the deal is off and payment is due immediately type. I don't know what's happening, but somebody crossed somebody in that deal. Somebody broke something in the deal. And one of the parties is either owed or due, back or due to that money. I don't know if it's the whole $1 trillion, but I will look further into those that paperwork in that deal. All right, with whoever. I don't know. I do not know. What I will say is not enough money out here when we're talking about $1 billion a day being spent. That's not enough. This is not enough money out here on this board. And there's not enough communication happening either. There's no communication happening with nobody from the Middle East. I'm getting this bullshit and bupkis because guess what you did, dumbass? You hit all the goddamn communication lines. Huh? I don't know who's supplying the internet there. It might be old Elon with some Starlink, but I believe there are towers there that were hit. And let me say this. You don't have to take my word for it, but I will caution everyone involved in this situation that you are governed by the age of Aquarius. And what you put out, you will reap. I've noticed sirens going off over there every day. And then I turn on the TV, and then 250 million Americans is under the gun of the weather. Sirens going off every day. There are other things that I saw correlating as well, but I'm just going to stop right there. What else are you seeing correlating happening? Oh, yes. The flights over there, right? Being shut down, right? No flights going out. Guess what I saw today when I turned on my TV? All those cancellation of flights. Also, in the United States. Be very, very careful in this age of Aquarius. What you put out is what you're going to get back. There's not going to be too many reflections and deflections. There's only going to be so much transmuting. Be very careful. This is to everybody. What you don't want to happen to you or come back to you, do not do it to someone else. That's how it goes. That is my warning, and that is my collective message. All right. Once again, please like, subscribe, and share to this content, because not only does it help the channel, but it helps those that seeking this information. I can go further. One more with this tower. Okay. We got this 2 of 9s here. Once again, indecisions. Indecisions. In the past. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Let's get a few cards on this tower. Clarifying. Alright. Why Miss Condoleezza Rice was at the White House. We got the World card, this ending. We got the Hangman, Gulo Jack. And we got the 10 of Coins. Almost like if this deal or this money don't come through, or this oil or material don't come through, he's a dead man. He's done for. He's going to have a target on his back. We got the 2 of Swords back out here, this indecision. Up under this World card, this ending. Ooh, a lot of cards jumping. A lot of cards. You got the 4 coins here. Mother of Wands and the Death card, like I said. It's almost like if this doesn't happen, he's in trouble. There's somebody that's in trouble. There's somebody that's being almost threatened, almost maybe possibly family being threatened with this 10 of coins here. All right, yeah, seven of cups here. His wife may have been threatened. His whole family may have been threatened because of this deal. Let me tell you something. I seen somebody shot over $5 at a dice game. Very young. Very young. So I knew there was literally no amount of money somebody wouldn't kill you about. So we talking about $1 trillion. You know, I know what a nigga do to you for $5 in a crap game. $1 trillion. Somebody was lying, deceitful in this dealing. I want to stop right here. I don't know if I'm putting this out. I don't know if I'm putting this out. But put it down in the comments. What are you thinking were the 8 of baskets? Yeah. What do you think these decisions here? All right? These decisions that may have led up to this tower. And why Miss Condoleezza was called to the White House. We got the Hierophant, the 8 of Wands, yeah, and the Ace of Cups. Again, this offering, this new beginning, trying to broker a new deal, a new way. I think we should get out while the getting is good with this 7 of coins here. We should get out while the getting is good, is what I'm getting from this, all right? What we put into this is not what we've gotten out of this. I'm almost certain Miss Rice is looking for a way to, what's the way the kids used, the adults used to say back in the days, cut your losses. 3 of Wands. Awaiting. What are you awaiting? It looked like you're waiting a ship or a boat to make it back. I don't know how well they barely gonna make it back by the hair on their chin. I don't know. They're gonna let the current bring this boat in. It done broke down or shot or was damaged so badly they gotta let the current bring it in. Whatever this boat is here. I don't know who this is. This could be us. This could be somebody else. I don't know. But I'm definitely getting the Strait of Hormuz is a no-go. It's a no-fly zone. And this is why she was brought in there. All right? So that's our answers. We're not going to go any further into that. Anything else is military secrets. I don't want to go any deeper into what else, everything else I've seen. And this is why I have not been doing the reads that I've been doing. I mentioned to a friend asked me, and I don't know if she took it like I was talking to her or whatnot, but I really was talking in general to everything and everyone, okay? She asked me why I wasn't doing my reads like I used to anymore, and I told her, I said I felt like I was helping my enemies, right? And enemies can be short-sighted or broad-sighted. All right? She knows some folks I don't fuck with, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about our enemies. You understand? I'm talking about everybody's enemies. The enemies against the United States. I've been privy and privileged and very, very grateful and thankful for those messages and insights and wisdoms to know that the things that I've been told are not for everyone's ears just yet. Decisions and moves have to be made before I can come out and give more information. I can clarify what you're seeing. I am no longer giving premeditative, all right, future telling to that extent of years. All right, you can go back. My my reads have been about 1 to 3 years ahead of schedule. Okay, is what's been happening here, and why I can come back over certain reads. Like, remember this a few years ago? Remember we talked about this. Time is fluid. Those things could have happened the next day, or they're happening now, right? What I will say is this: as more things develop and come out, I will look further and more into it. I really want to look into, where is Bibi? Where is he? Where's old Netanyahu? We haven't seen him. Is he in hiding? I think he got the hell up out of Dodge. I think he left out of this situation and left it to Mr. Trump in the United States, in the military. Is what I see and what I heard, okay? Is what I heard. There have not been confirmation. You know I love confirmation. There have not been confirmation yet. But I believe if he is still alive, he is critical. He has been hurt. All right? To the point where no makeup, no propping is going to help not see the damage of what has possibly happened to him. Is why you're seeing AI generations of him. All right? We got the Emperor and we got the Six of Cups. The Page of Coins again. I don't know. I would say this. I know that those folks is not going to stop until they exact revenge. I know they want a body for a body. Shout out to Identical Twins. Okay, rest in peace, K Money. Shout out to you, twin. Keep your head up. And to all the YouTubers out there, keep continuing the good fight. Keep moving forward regardless of what is happening with your views and your numbers. It took a giant for the Breakfast Club, who had the backing, who had the connections, right? And the money to stay on top. And the consistency of generation of not only a daily show, but also multiple segments, right? And generate those all day long. How do you build a following like that and allow somebody to monopolize off of everything that you've worked for thus far? That had to be a hell of a check. All right? And change is never easy, you guys. So, work on another way. Y'all gonna have to work on another way to get folks over there. All right? Even though there's people over there, are they checking for you? I'm just saying, I love you, Breakfast Club, but I don't know how you can not neglect YouTube in the middle of that information over there. If they're monopolizing your information, I don't know how much of YouTubing you're going to be able to continue to do. Be creative. Be creative, okay? I love you guys. I have so many other messages, but Spirit wanted to speak on all the creators. Keep creating. If you haven't been creating, just jump back into it, honey. Get back to it. Get back to your craft. Get back to what you love, because in the end, that's all that matters, is what makes you happy, all right? I love you guys. This is what makes me happy. Helping others, clarifying, sowing seeds of peace, not chaos. All right? Please, once again, like, subscribe, and share to this content, honey, because not only does it help the channel, but it helps those that are seeking this information. If I can, there are a few missing cases, missing people, or mysterious circumstance cases that I want to get into. I still do my reads, as you can see. I still do them. I do them privately now, okay, in the background. But there are things and messages that I feel like everyone should know, and know that I am still working in the background. Ain't nobody stopping nothing over here. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing now, I don't feel comfortable putting out. All right? But Spirit is like, what? Get comfortable, bitch. Because we in for a bumpy ride, all right? Stay prayed up. I love you guys. Please be safe, be blessed, and you already know to stay tuned.